the champion, the Hitman Thomas.
Shocking second or third round knockout. Hasn't really had an easy fight though since 1986. But as Olajide is aware, he's dangerous.
Once again, welcome to the Hearns Arena here at Donald Trump's eighth wonder of the world, the Trump Taj Mahal Casino Resort in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Top Rank Incorporated and the King of Beers present the featured bout of the evening. This bout is sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard and the World Boxing Organization, represented at ringside by Ed Levine of Miami, Florida. The three judges doing the scoring for this world title bout will be Vinny Rainoni of Hackensack, New Jersey, Cesar Ramos of Bayamon, Puerto Rico, and from Trujillo Alto, Puerto Rico, Samuel Conde. The referee for this contest from the state of New Jersey is Tony Orlando. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Trump Taj Mahal, it's boxing, it's showtime, so let's get ready to rumble! 12 rounds for the WBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with blue trim. He weighed in at 166 and 1/2 pounds, fighting out of the Big Apple, New York City. As a professional, 27 victories, only 2 defeats, 19 KOs. Presenting the challenger, Michael the Silk Olajide. And fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the crown gold with red letters. He weighed in today at an even 168 pounds. From the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, he brings a professional record of 46 victories, 38 by KO, only 3 defeats and 1 draw. And his record includes 5 world championships in 5 different divisions. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the WBO Super Middleweight Champion of the World, Thomas Hitman.
Let's go back to your corner.
Final instructions from referee Tony Orlando. Keep in mind, Hearns extremely lethal in the early rounds. Olajide says he doesn't expect a track meet. He expects a fight.
Interesting to see that they're both built about the same, but Tommy's much bulkier, and he looks a little bit taller.
Hearns made the weight at 168, worked out in a room that was not air-conditioned. It was about 100 degrees to get down to the weight. Olajide had to get up a little bit to 166 and a half. Round 1 scheduled for 12. for the WBO super middleweight title.
Here's Olajide trying to box, trying to run. This is some of Angelo Dundee's tactics to frustrate Hearns. Hearns is just dancing with him. It's like two people dancing. Hearns anticipates his move, he moves over. He has not yet come into punch. He will soon.
Dundee has trained 11 world champions. He hopes Michael Olajide will be number 12.
Olajide looking a little apprehensive. I won't use the word scared. That's not the right word. But he certainly is apprehensive. His reflexes are overly fast, trying to get away from just feint.
Olajide's best punch is his left hook. Of course, for Hearns, it's the crushing right.
Well, somewhere along the line here, Olajide better throw something. You cannot win around just on a bicycle.
It's been a disco routine here so far.
I think Angelo wants him to while away this round, lose it, frustrate, more than frustrate Hearns, to give a little confidence to Olajide to say, hey, I'm in here, I weathered that round, now let's start to work.
Past the midway mark of round one.
Quick hook by Olajide. Olajide well knows that the hooks have been catching Tommy Hearns and hurting him in previous fights. He tried to lead with a hook. You can't hit Tommy that way.
Hearns was trying to bore in on Olajide, but Olajide easily wiggled away from the corner.
Hearns is now cutting him off. When he wants to punch, after he cut him off, you will see action. Make no mistake, Hearns is permitting him to do this. This is not the cleverness of Olajide. It's Hearns letting him dance and letting him get away. These are the first opening jabs you've seen, and we're almost through with the round. Nobody's jabbing. Nobody's doing anything but dancing with each other.
That was the first big punch thrown. Olajide with a miss.
Again, a hook that he tries to land. You cannot find pay dirt with that without setting it up first. Not with an experienced fighter like Tommy Hearns.
Olajide says he won't climb on his bicycle at the start, but he seems to be doing just that.
Well, I think he climbed on his motorcycle. He's got more speed than a bicycle here. He's reaching for him when he reaches in, and that can be lethal. Olajide just reached in instead of going in with his feet. He reached in with his hands and left his head exposed. Hearns will pick you off that way.
Final seconds, round one.
Yeah, you cut him, cut shots, you cut him. Don't shoot him so wide. Unless you got him definitely pinned, don't shoot the round shot because you look bad if you miss it. Mainly just keep cutting him down slowly by following him off. A little cut shot here and there, fight. He'll slow down. The only thing he's breaking at you with is the left hook, okay? Because that's what they all they done look at the film. That's all they trying. So just look out for the hook.
Patience, okay? It'll be enough. Okay, don't worry about it. Give him a mouthpiece. Now, see it, Michael? This time you made the order. Stay off the rope, train one way, go the other one. Okay, whatever's open, take one. Okay. Looking good. 1, 2. Okay. Forget him.
Is Tommy Hearns made to order, as Angelo Dundee just told Michael Olajide?
Well, remember, Angelo Dundee is a master psychologist when it comes to corner work. He's trying to pump confidence into Olajide. Just making it through that first round and not getting tagged with anything gave him a little bit of confidence. The instructions to Hearns were, don't punch unless you really see an opening. Don't, just be patient. It's going to be there. The guy is scared of you, so just take your time. When you cut him off, punch sharp. Don't punch wide. He also made mention of that wide left hook. He's trying to hit you with a left hook. Means they studied the films, you say. Because after all, that is the punch that has gotten Tommy Hearns in trouble.
We're into round two, scheduled for 12. There was a smattering of boos following the dispirited first round. Tommy Hearns says he wants to be a showman, a crowd pleaser, so he has to be very sensitive to the crowd. Let's see if he reacts.
Except there are times when he's lost a fight because he mixed it up when he should have controlled himself, as in the first Leonard fight. And that's that's what happens to him. Right now, he wants to be a big star, and he doesn't want to make any mistakes. He's listening to his corner. He's going to shorten up these punches. He's going to shorten the distance, and he doesn't care if it takes a round or two.
Well, Hearns had predicted a first-round knockout. He also said he was aiming to give his best performance of all time, and he said this is the biggest fight in the world to him. Let's see if he picks up the pace here in round 2.
Right now, he's fighting without any caution at all. His left hand is down. He's just playing with Olajide. He's a man that has utter disdain for the punching power of Olajide.
Olajide blames his unimpressive performance in his last fight against Dennis Milton in December on a lack of concentration. Can't afford to do that against Hearns. Of course, that was a disputed fight that's still in litigation, a no decision. Now, things are getting a little more interesting.
Hearns finally pinned him where he wanted, but Olajide fought back off the ropes.
Olajide known for his grace and craftiness, excellent foot speed, able to slip away.
Well, Olajide showed some courage there on the ropes. He was willing to trade with Tommy. It was pretty even. So he's gaining a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit of confidence. Is Olajide. Tommy Hearns patiently coming on, just like a man that knows he's got a date with a knockout.
And we are heading for the bell. Another interested spectator alongside Donald Trump, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fought to that controversial draw against Tommy Hearns last June out in Las Vegas.
Well, you know the shot he's trying, the left hook. So everything you do, always look at him. Always watching him. Just a matter of time. Throws in the gap in slow.
Feel that, too.
Little rinse. Looking good, baby. Little rinse, some water. Yes.
Won't be long. Both ways. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. You're doing beautiful. Just keep it up.
Okay.
Very intense look on Michael Olajide's face as we head into round 3.
I think he felt pretty good. He took Tommy's pretty hard shots. It didn't bother him that much. Angelo's preaching, let these early rounds go by. Don't worry about losing him. So he is lost both first rounds and the second round.
Emmanuel Stewart says, I hear Olajide is a many talented fellow. He's written children's books, plays the saxophone and the trombone, interested in acting. He says, we see Hearns sending him back to all of those endeavors. You see, Tommy believes in being a career enhancer.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He is harping on the left hook. Stewart says, keep thinking about the left hook. Don't let him throw that left hook.
Prior to the Barkley fight, in which Hearns lost, there's a pretty snappy left by Thomas Hearns. Hearns inadvertently decked Emmanuel Stewart during a sparring session, and Stewart said, I really would have been embarrassed if he didn't do it with the right.
There's remarkably little jabbing in this fight for a guy who's got such a terrific jab.
Big left hook by Tommy Hearns.
Tommy's left jab is lethal, and he has not been using it. It's just starting to sort of feel him out with the left and starting to throw hooks and right hands to the body. Olajide still on that bicycle, though, and is apparently not suffering any pain from it.
Do you believe this is Hearns' strategy? These are his tactics, or is this being dictated by the way Olajide is fighting?
Well, it's a little of both. I mean, obviously, Olajide isn't standing there for a punch out, and so it's up to Tommy to cut him off and punch effectively. I think that he's waiting for these early rounds so that the steam goes out of Olajide's legs and he's not going to be moving around. At that point, you will see Tommy Hearns trigger off the real ammunition.
punch to the midsection, blocked by Hearns.
On Olajide's part, he's got to start doing some kind of fighting to make Tommy get worried about his suspect chin. He's got to land some bombs up there. He's got to do something. You can't just keep taking punches and running.
Olajide has yet to connect, but he did slip that uppercut by Hearns. There's a left jab by Olajide that got through.
He's got to do much more of that. He's got to put in an effective jab, hook off the jab, and run.
Hearns opening up just a bit with a combination.
Hearns is kind of running out of patience. He's just saying, okay, enough for this. Let's get down to fighting.
Round 3 is heading into the books.
I don't want you yet. Okay? Just do what you're doing. Driving crazy. I want that. You're doing just fine for me. Now keep it up.
Not yet. Not yet.
You ain't breathing.
You're looking good.
You're not breathing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want you to feint the guy. Use your speed. Be patient. Okay? I want plenty of patience from you, son.
Gotcha.
Watch how Tommy Hearns uses his left. It sets everything up. A good left jab sets everything up. There's the jab. Before you know what's happening, he triggers off 2 other punches, and that's what makes it work for Tommy Hearns. There's the left. Pawing left, but he comes back with a right uppercut and another right hand, which misses. But this is what you'll see more of. His one particular knockout punch is a very weak jab, which brings the other fighter's hands down and almost immediately triggers a right hand from Tommy. He's knocked 3 or 4 people out with that. He'll fake that little punch, and then you see the right hand zip in there real fast.
Round 4 scheduled for 12, the WBO Super Middleweight Championship. The advice from Olajide's trainer, Angelo Dundee, was feint him and show patience.
The patience Angelo's talking about is he wants these early rounds to go away. He wants Hearns to get so frustrated with this guy's speed that he starts to commit errors, starts to run in, thinking that the guy's scared of him, and starts to get less like he's doing right now. All of these dopey things he's doing right now, that's what Angelo wants. And all of a sudden, he's going to unleash Olajide. Now, whether Olajide can do anything then remains to be seen, but that's Angelo's strategy right now. Patience. Frustrate him.
Hearns was beating Iran Barkley impressively, you recall, before he got knocked out in the 3rd round 3 fights ago.
And he got hurt in all of the fights with a left hook, and Barkley's was a classic left hook.
He also had a war with James Kinchin, which he won, but a lot of folks thought Kinchin won it.
Including me. I thought that was a clinch festival of all time.
But in the Sugar Ray Leonard fight, he showed tremendous heart, continues to taunt Olajide.
That's just what Angelo wants. And that shows he's frustrating his playing.
Showing no respect for Michael Olajide. Now he goes to the midsection of the head.
And none of that landed. It all landed on the gloves of Olajide.
And a low blow by Hearns.
Everything landing on the gloves and shoulders of Olajide. It looks great. It's winning him points, but it's not hurting Olajide.
But you got to wonder about Hearns' motivation going in against a fighter like Olajide, coming off the rematch with Leonard, which was a super high. Olajide has yet to connect a solid punch. Oh, a low blow by Olajide that really nailed Hearns.
And that caught his attention, if nothing else did. Boy, was that a low blow, and that could be a factor in this fight. All of a sudden, he now has time to recover. A point has been taken off. He has enough time to recover. A good time, 2, 3, 4 minutes. He's got up to 5 minutes. The ref has just said, take your time, make sure you're all right.
You okay? You right, Tommy? You okay? Well, Mike, you okay? Okay, time in. Let's go.
Well, if he was frustrated before, now he's frustrated and mad. The combination that does not bode well for Olajide. On the other hand, that does take something out of you. I don't care what kind of rest you got and what kind of point was taken off. It takes something out of steam of your punches, and it weakens your legs.
Whether it was intentional or unintentional doesn't matter. It's the same effect.
Absolutely.
Final seconds, round 4. And Hearns pouring in. Had Olajide off balance.
Keep your punches up, Mike, okay? Keep them up.
You're breaking them down. You don't get them. The war can't go much more than about 3 more rounds at this. You have to pick up the pace on them now, okay? Pick up the pace on them a little bit more. And you give them a little too much time before you start moving in tight on them. Even if you're not punching faintly, but pick up the tempo a lot. Hands up good, though.
Let's take a look at that unintentional low blow, but that is what you call a low blow by any definition. And that, ladies and gentlemen, hurts. And takes the entire steam out of your legs. Punch is weak, and another view of it. It's unintentional, obviously unintentional, but nonetheless, the effect is the same.
Round 5 scheduled for 12. The low blow really taking the starch out of Tommy Hearns for about a minute and a half. Let's see how he reacts here in the next round.
Interesting, Angelo is saying, give me 1 or 2 more rounds of that. And in the other corner, Emmanuel Stewart is saying he can't do this for more than another 1 or 2 rounds, and we're going to have a fight. So both corners thinking the same for different reasons.
Interesting drop step move by Tommy Hearns. Hearns continues to be the aggressor.
Angelo Dundee feels that when you've had as many fights over as long a period as Tommy Hearns, his legs don't stand up in the last half of the fight, whereas Olajide's will, and that's what you're seeing here, a gamble. You're seeing a gamble that Tommy's legs will not stand up. You saw a little trip a moment ago, but nothing around. That's an indication legs are going. Very little, but nonetheless, strong shots, strong body shots by Tommy Hearns.
Hearns with an explosion to the midsection of Olajide. Now combination to the head.
But not hitting anything but those gloves. Now that was a good shot by Tommy Hearns, and it landed on Olajide.
A solid lunging left by Hearns. And that was flush on the face. There was a nifty right by Hearns, a crisp right cross that made it through to the face.
But good defense by Olajide. Give him credit. He's avoiding most of these punches. They're either landing on gloves or in the air.
Punch by Olajide that does no damage. That one got through, the left by Olajide.
Olajide putting more steam in his punches. He's got to do something to keep Hearns off, or Hearns will keep coming like a locomotive, gaining speed and getting confidence.
Hearns unfazed by Olajide.
Hearns fighting a strange fight in that he's doing a lot of herky-jerky show business stuff like that right there for no reason at all. That's not going to make him a superstar. He should get to work right there.
Oh, that one really backed Olajide up.
Those are effective body punches. Olajide covering up nicely, but those punches to the side are taking an awful lot out of Olajide.
One of those solid deliveries, and Olajide could go down. Strong. Round 5 is history.
How we go for this mother?
Catching stuff on my
I want
arms.
to catch everything. Yeah, but I want you to make him pay.
Yeah,
I want you to make him pay. You know what I mean?
Okay. You don't got too much now, huh?
Good. This guy is ready for you if you want it. I mean, this guy ain't got too much. You see, in here with everything.
Let's watch the body work by Hearns. He sets it up with a nice straight, nice straight right hand right there, making Olajide go down and cover up. And here comes the body attack. Hearns will not let you get off the hook. Once he gets you in that position where you're bending and getting away from him, he steps in and launches that body attack. Watch the punches. To the side, that's the one that hurts. That's the one that hurts. And that's what takes the legs out from Olajide. On the other hand, Angelo says, now we step it up. And the fighter said, huh?
What? Round 6, scheduled for 12. Dundee told Olajide, make him pay. This is Olajide's third fight with revered cornerman Angelo Dundee. Interestingly, replaced Michael's father, Michael Olajide Sr., said to be some friction between father and son, although Dundee feels that Michael Jr. still respects and cares about his dad. Dundee in the corner with Hector Roca guiding the path of Michael Olajide.
Olajide felt that his father was making him fight a style of fight that wasn't him. Angelo's a master of taking a fighter and using what he's got and making him better with it. We're certainly seeing a better Olajide right now in defense and strategy, but he's not winning this fight. He's losing every round. It's 50 to 44, having lost a point in the 4th round for low blows. Unofficially on my scorecard, of course, but I cannot see a round that you can give Olajide. He's been fighting in retreat and not gaining a round.
This is Olajide's 3rd trip up the ladder against a huge name, losing to the likes of Frank Tate and Iran Barkley in previous bouts.
Credit should be given to his defensive style. Many of those punches are not getting in that Hearns is throwing, but you can't win fights just picking off punches on your gloves.
Hearns has simmered down his routine, less taunting and more business-like fashion now in round 6. Midway through.
I think both corners are about through with the waltzing and are getting down into the real fighting. They want to get this thing over with. Tommy's not playing. He's standing right in front of him now. He wants to go at it.
Feigning the bolo punch, too, is Hearns. Landed right there with the right. Olajide able to cover up on the left.
Ooh, nice
Solid left jab by Tommy Hearns.
Never forget that Tommy started as a boxer, and he was a very, very fine boxer until he found out he could punch that hard.
Crushing overhand right by Hearns. Olajide showing he can take some punishment.
They're trading stiff jabs now.
Olajide taking it. I tell you what, not flinching much at some of those explosive punches.
And he's coming back. Another low blow by Olajide, and he got one back, and that one was intentional. Hearns said, you're going to do that, my friend. You're going to get some back.
Well, he's looking to even the score in that department.
Well, there's a whole university's worth of experience in Tommy Hearns' head. You just don't fool around with experience.
And that'll do it for round 6.
Right hands go a little more now.
What's that trying to do?
I know. Let him go. Let him go. Keep shooting, something will happen. You know, 3 left hooks in a row, no good. The man is catching most of the hooks of the body anyway. They're not working. You slam out something not working, you change up. Start changing something different. Start putting more right hands to the ribs rather than more. Then try to catch him on top of you. Not to let right hands go. More right hands this round. Everything is working with. Let the right hands go. And after every right hand, come on back with the left hand. Okay? Let the right hand go. This is the time we let it go. We're over the halfway point. And he's slowing down and fighting you a little bit more, but come on back with your left hook behind. You're in great shape.
Second.
Okay, let's go. Okay. Get this through. And this is the round we pick up the tempo.
Round 7 scheduled for 12. The erudite Emmanuel Stewart very calmly instructing Tommy Hearns.
He's like a professor teaching his favorite student. He says those left hooks to the body aren't landing. They're landing on his arms, and he's catching them. So go right-handed this time. I want you to go right-handed more. Let's see what Tommy does when he goes right-handed. He goes right-handed, he can get hit by left hooks, and that's what his weakness.
Hearns dancing around again, playing with Olajide. A right hand by Hearns that landed. Olajide is 7-2 underdog. And Hearns will collect a cool $1.6 million for this fight.
Well, Emmanuel Stewart wanted Hearns to step up the action, go right-handed, and fool Olajide. I haven't seen all that right-handed punching.
That left only made Hearns smile.
If it lands a little bit lower, he won't be smiling that much. Olajide is beginning to load up on those punches. Again, a low blow by Hearns.
Come on, just keep him up. Let's keep him up. Come on, let's go.
And the warning from referee Tony Orlando.
I misspoke. That low blow was by Olajide, received by Hearns.
Past the midway mark, round 7.
Olajide now standing in much closer. He's within range of that rifle jab.
A series of ferocious left jabs by Hearns connecting. And almost a low blow there by Olajide.
But that was on the side. That really didn't hit anything for something. Good jab by Olajide. Back comes Hearns with another good one. Olajide getting brave. Boy, is he within cannon shot.
Hearns bobbing and weaving and firing that shotgun jab.
This is the first time that Olajide is not on a bicycle, standing right in front of him, trading jabs, apparently waiting for his opportunity to throw something hard or receive something hard. He's very close now, is Olajide.
Left hook by Hearns. Sneaking in.
Be interesting to see whether Angelo puts him back on that bicycle when he goes on a corner, because he is not doing very well here.
And that'll do it for the 7th round. And listen to the crowd booing.
We can get a little closer, but when you block, you gotta nail it. You gotta nail a counter in there. You know what I mean, Mike? Short shot. Don't throw a long shot. Okay, spit it. Okay, now, son, come on. Stop picking up speed. Take it right to him. Okay? Let's go to work. Okay? Speed, speed, speed. And when you take it to him, speed.
He's breathing hard already.
Well, according to Ferdy's score sheet, he hasn't gone to work to this point.
That's what you call a big gap. Angelo's ready to outwit and slow down Hearns, but Hearns is not complying because Hearns looks like he's just as strong as he was. Yep.
The 2-point round was because of the low blow, you recall?
That was in the 4th round.
Correct. Now it's the 8th round, scheduled for 12, and you heard the words of Angelo Dundee almost on cue.
Yep, get in closer and punch harder and be faster. You know, I've been watching this thing now for 7 rounds. I've been meaning to ask you, why do you think he's got the 8 ball written on his navel? I mean, that is not, in any culture that I know of, mean good luck. Behind the 8 ball is usually a bad place to be.
Sounds like the story of my career.
Oh, nice hook by Olajide. That's a left hook. That was well advertised to hurt Tommy. Oh, nice strong jabs by Tommy, indicating that that hook did not do the damage.
That left was slipped by Tommy Hearns. Well, Olajide has an 8. Hearns has a 5. We know that means 5 world titles. Solid left, but it hit off the shoulder of Hearns.
no longer seems apprehensive. Seems like he's ready to, he believes Angelo. He's in there, he's ready to step up the action, but it's Tommy Hearns who's doing the work.
Hearns continues to dominate, overwhelming Olajide. Boy, Hearns doubling up beautifully on the left. And left jab, powerful, followed by a right. Beautiful combination by Hearns.
Boy, if there's anybody that looks prettier punching than Tommy Hearns, I don't know who it is.
Hearns stepping up the pace, the right cross, a glancing blow. Didn't have full impact. He's just pecking away at Olajide's head.
Well, he's starting to get to Olajide now. Some of those are landing flush, and they are strong punches. Hearns trying to put on a drive to get this over with on the 8th round. Olajide still there, trying to throw that hook. There's three good shots by Olajide.
A very game Michael Olajide able to land.
He's standing up to Tommy Hearns. He's not winning the rounds, but at least he's getting his shots in, which is more than he did the first 5 rounds.
The Silk just walked into one. Another effective round for Hearns. Hearns with a right, but it did connect. Really mixing up his repertoire now, Tommy Hearns. And that'll do it for round 8. A lot of action, but mostly by Hearns.
Crowd do not like this. You're good for all of this. Nobody wants to see that shit. Just get to being a good, solid fighter. Let the right hand go. You go bang, bang, bang to the body, and you pull out just like on the head of bag. Then you really want to. That's when you should knock guys out, because you used to study guys and jump at them when they would be in a relaxed mood. You bang, bang, and you pull out, relax. Pull out, and then let it go right away.
Here, I got it.
The guy's fighting you more now. So no more showboat. Just get your hands up and just be a solid, busy fighter now.
This guy's ready for you. Back him up. When he opens up, nail him, okay?
Your
Now, come
defense
on.
good and make him pay.
Let's make him pay. Come on, baby.
That's that left hook that Olajide's been, he got stunned by looking at so many films of left hooks. And of course, Hearns never pardons. He comes back with a boxing lesson, and before you know it, you've missed, and he's landed 3 or 4 shots. And therefore, he's ahead 80-71 on my scorecards. But Olajide has been making a fight of it in the last 2 or 3 rounds.
Round 9 scheduled for 12. It's gone longer than most people thought it would. Of course, you heard the voice of reason in the Hearns corner, Emmanuel Stewart, who really lectured him. Down goes Olajide.
2, 3, 4.
Early in round 9.
6, 7, 8.
He gets up on 8.
Now, the bad news is there's too much time in this round. 2 minutes and 25, and back to the ropes. Goes Olajide to weather the storm. Can he do it? I don't think so.
Hearns digging in for the finish. Swarming. Smothering Olajide.
Hearns looking very, very amateurish doing that. And Olajide has weathered most of those punches didn't land. Hearns would have done better to stand back and punch with his usual clarity and crispness than to try to smother him.
The crowd urging Hearns on.
Olajide weathered that by just good defense, keeping his head. That's where he's going to get knocked out when he fights from distance. From distance, Hearns will knock him out.
Can Michael Olajide survive a knockdown here in the night? Hearns looks like he may have punched himself out in that last flurry.
Hearns is breathing hard. He tried too hard. There's still a minute and 20. If Olajide can weather this a little bit. Olajide kind of motioned and said, come on, come on. He's talking to Hearns. He's telling him to come on. Oh, what a shot by Hearns.
A wild left by Olajide that nearly tagged Hearns. Hearns smiling.
Here's where he gets knocked out in the middle of the ring. With his ropes to support him. Olajide has a chance out here. If Tommy chooses to fight, he can knock him out here. But Tommy looks like he's punched himself out.
And now Olajide trying to come back with 40 seconds left in the night. Not the greatest spot in the world for Hearns on the ropes.
place in the world for Olajide in the middle of the ring, as careless of his punches he is right now, but he's coming on.
Now the crowd getting behind Olajide.
What a heart on Olajide. Tommy just waiting for an opening.
Punching off the ropes is Hearns. Final seconds, round 9.
All Olajide needs is to hold on a little bit and get that whole minute's rest. He should get into a clinch here.
What a finish to the night. Oh! A ferocious left by Olajide, and they continue to punch after the bell.
Deep breath. No! Put that on. Deep breath. You ain't even breathing. He's ready to go. Let's go to work.
He's ready to go.
The guy wants it. If he leaves against the rope, hit him here.
He's surprised you. That's all.
All right. Don't reach.
Why you don't got nothing? He's ready to go.
Let's take a look at that knockdown. Tommy Hearns loading up that left hook. You watch this. He's got that right arm cooked, and there it goes. That's what Stewart has been telling him. Throw the right. Let's take another look at it, and you can see how he set it up. This is what Stewart's been telling him. Set it up with those lazy lefts. Then trigger off the right hand. There it goes. But he got up, he survived, and he came back. And that was incredible to me. The strength with which he came back at the end of that round was really surprising.
What a great comeback in the 9th round by Olajide. Round 10 scheduled for 12 for the WBO Super Middleweight Championship. Olajide comes out winging.
And he hits Hearns, and Hearns is holding on. He hits Hearns with the right hand, and Hearns is holding on. Angelo said now he's ready. Now go after him. Outwhip him.
Could it be an upset in the making?
He would need a knockout to win. He's so far behind that he can only knock him out. But let me tell you, this kid's trying. He's going for the knockout.
A left jab by Olajide that snapped Hearns' head back.
And now it's Olajide chasing, and Hearns falling back in retreat.
Olajide showing tremendous heart, which is a trademark of Tommy Hearns.
Screaming for that right hand to go. That's what knocked him down, and that's what he wants. That lazy left, and then that bop, that right hand right there. That's his style. Slow left, big right.
Keep the head in, Tommy. Keep it in.
Olajide still clever in defense, holding those gloves up. Tommy's legs are good. Look at his legs.
They are wobbly.
These are the legs of a veteran who's had too many fights.
31-year-old Tommy Hearns may be in trouble here against the 25-year-old Olajide.
Olajide must attack and all out. It's got a gamble, but he's got a chance. For the first time in the evening, he's got a chance.
Crowd now reacting to anything Olajide throws.
Because it's Olajide on the attack, not Hearns. And Hearns' legs are strange.
Hearns has that worried look.
But he has to throw that right hand, and he's got to catch Olajide. Olajide's been catching everything on his gloves.
Solid combination there by Tommy Hearns.
Olajide may be on the way to winning the first round of this fight that he's won. Oh.
A roundhouse miss by Olajide.
That was a Reggie Jackson out of the ballpark punch.
Going for it all. Final seconds of the 10th. And what's going through Sugar Ray Leonard's mind right now?
Leonard says, maybe I should fight him again. I mean,
You're strong, you gotta use your power, you understand? Set out, you just shoot your power, set down on the right hand, guard the left hook right hand, but dig down in the toes. What round is this coming up? It's the 11th round right here. You're not going down the stretch. You got to fight one. pressure. Set down on it. You understand? Set your box to the right level. Bang, bang, and blow it up on the shot. Even if it goes over his head, it's going to have to give him another risk. Give some water.
Concentrate, Tommy. He's going for broke. He's throwing wild punches. You got to concentrate, son.
Give me some more water. Give me some more water. Give me some more water.
Second shot. Purdy's score sheet. Finally around for Olajide. But Olajide coming on strong here in the latter part of the fight. Round 11 scheduled for 12.
And from what we have seen, Hearns needs a leg transfusion. He needs another pair of legs here. That does not bode well for him in big fights.
Of course, Olajide looking for the KO to pull this one out.
That was Angelo's gamble. And Angelo's gamble may pay off, but at least the kid has given a tremendous shot. I refer to Olajide, the Silk, who has given it his all in the last 4 or 5 rounds.
Of his 27 wins, 19 by knockout. To wonder if Olajide has run out of some steam after the last 2 rounds.
He can't just come in wide open on Hearns. He's got to wait for an opportunity. One good punch that makes him wobbly, and then he can attack.
Well, it looks like Olajide is measuring Hearns out for that one thunderous punch.
But there it went, but it missed. Hearns is controlling him with a jab. Good right hand by Hearns.
Able to battle the pesky Olajide off.
And off of this, you got to wonder, with this guy, could Hearns make it against Virgil Hill? Could he get up to the light heavyweights? I'm not so sure off this performance.
That one scraped the back of Hearns. Combination by Hearns. And Olajide's in trouble. He was wobbled.
Retreat to the ropes and cover up like he did before. Oh, nice hook. Nice hook by Olajide.
What a counter punch by Olajide when it looked like he was really in trouble.
He's getting pummeled, and he still had the sense to get off a good hook. And look at Tommy. He went back. Tommy does not like those hooks.
A very poised Michael Olajide hanging tough. About 30 seconds left in the 11th.
Tommy's showing signs of great weariness now. There's another good 2 shots, but Tommy back again with 2 good shots. These guys are just trading. Oh,
a war the last few rounds.
Keep it in, Tom.
Final 10 seconds of the 11th. Again, a wild, frantic miss by Olajide. Comes back at the bell. 11 in the books.
Take off the clock, okay? So this is your round. You got to get out and do something, okay? Give me some water. Give me some water. Got 3 minutes.
Don't lose concentration, Tommy.
If you do get hurt, tie your man up down.
Keep your hands up, baby.
Keep your hands up. Let's go. You want to
There ain't no more. Don't save nothing. Let's let it all hang out.
Okay.
Block punch, block punch. Okay? We ain't got no more.
He's there for
Get
you.
up, chuck those legs.
He's breathing real
I want to
heavy.
be a champion. Let's go. Well, give it to me.
He's breathing
Come on,
real
get up. Go. Back him up and chase the shit out.
This is the 12th and final round of applause for Michael Olajide and Thomas Hearns. Final round.
Nobody thought it would go this far. 12th and final round.
Step back.
So much for the people that thought Olajide was just a piece of silk that was going to come and get torn in half here. It's youth and strength and the intelligence in the corner of Angelo Dundee, willing to gamble, willing to make a game plan that would wear out Hearns.
Hearns back on his bicycle, lunging with the jab. We've yet to see the right here in this round.
Another good hook by the silk.
certainly has to knock Hearns out for the fight.
Like Muhammad Ali. You cannot deny that he's been one of the great boxers of the 80s. He's certainly never given you a dull fight, has Tommy Hearns. He's made this one interesting because he couldn't put away the Silk, and the Silk got brave and came on.
You have to wonder what this does to his proclamation that he'd like to be #1 in the world, with Mike Tyson dethroned by Buster Douglas, and now he says that Sugar Ray Leonard is boring. So it makes you wonder.
He needs a very big fight against a very good fighter like Sugar Ray or Hagler and a win. A fight like this does not make him a superstar or a great, a bit better than average guy. The Silk has been a disappointment in this 10th round. As Tommy bounces and shows his defense and boxing skills, the Silk cannot attack and has been eating jabs. Once again, the measure of greatness and experience of Tommy the Hitman Hearns. He can box and he can punch.
And what a way to break in this new arena. Nobody thought it would be this interesting in the main event.
Well, when you have a strategist in the corner, the first part was boring, but then when his strategy pays off, here comes Olajide.
Olajide trying to pressure Hearns in the corner, trying to pin him in.
Giving Hearns the benefit of a great big break. He should follow him right into the ropes in Olajide. He has not punched.
There's that left jab by Hearns again.
While he's in there, he should punch. Now, he should go at it. Try everything right there when he's not moving.
Well, this is it. He's got to go for broke. Final 20 seconds of the fight.
Well,
appreciation. A lot of action.
A lot of action for a fight that's basically 118 to 108. It was a fight in which one fighter dominated the other from the scorecard, but it didn't prove that way. The strategy was to blow those early rounds and come back strong at the end, which made for a very interesting final part of the fight. It also showed us several things. It showed us that Tommy Hearns, while he wants to be a large superstar, cannot be with a performance like that. He's considered a terrific fighter. He is a great fighter because he's Tommy Hearns. He survived from 1980 to 1990 and 5 championships. He is by any definition a great fighter, but he's wearing out, and it's coming up to one of these nights when he's no longer going to be Tommy Hearns. He's going to be in there with somebody strong, and that will be the end of Tommy Hearns. Tonight it wasn't Olajide, but it almost was.
And he can certainly lose those showboat tactics.
Well, I think that's part of his mistaken notion that in order to be like Sugar Ray Leonard, in order to be these guys, you've got to play and you got to get the people's attention. You don't need it when you're as great as he is. He's a great boxer. He's a great puncher. Let's take a look at the only knockdown again that patented Tommy Hearns, left and then this lightning right hand. Wow, there it comes. And when you get that, everything short circuits. And that last little punch on the way down was not kosher. They can't penalize him because he really was punching on the way, but it's not necessary to punch on the way down. The guy's on the way down. Watch the right hand land flush. I mean, that should have knocked him out.
Well, he not only survived the round, he came on strong in the final rounds.
And that's, I think, because Tommy went so crazy at the end, uncharacteristic like he is the hitman. He knows how to put you away, and he went sort of amateurish and swarmed instead of punched. That's a clear shot, 3 different shots. I think we all agree he did get knocked down by a right hand.
So we're awaiting the decision, which should almost certainly go in favor of veteran Tommy Hearns. Michael Buffer, the ring announcer, has the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the official scoring from the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. Samuel Conde scores the bout 120 to 107. Cesar Ramos scores at 119 to 110, and Vinny Renone has it 119 to 107 for the winner. And still, WBO Super Middleweight Champion of the World, the Hitman, Hearns.
Tommy Hearns, 47-3-1, winner by unanimous decision.
Bicycle to chase that guy the first 5 rounds.
I'm glad I did my road work. Because if I didn't, probably would be very difficult to catch up with him. It was very hard.
Tommy, have you met a defensive fighter that had that kind of skill? I mean, he seemed to just have radar for your punches.
He was very defensive and very alert. He was very defensive and very alert. It made it very difficult. At first, I found it a little difficult trying to locate it with the left hand. And the left hand is my key work. And I've been basically working on the left hand, trying to get it strong so I can jab all night and set the right hand off. Well, he made it quite difficult for me.
But you did land the right hand, and when you did and he went down, you did something uncharacteristic of the hitman. You swarmed. You usually take your time. You're a hitman. You're ice cold. You go in there and do your work. All of a sudden...
That was a bad mistake. And I will never make that mistake again. Even my training manual told me that you lost your pulse. I mean, you just lost all sight of control.
If there's one thing everybody will carry away from Tommy Hearns' fights from 1980 to 1990 is your ability to finish in a cold hitman way, and that we didn't see. And I was more surprised than Emmanuel Stewart. If we can see the monitor, here's the knockdown. You can see what a perfect right hand you hit him with. Tell us about that.
I was just setting up two with light left jabs, just blinking to watch the left jab, and made it easy for me to sneak the right hand through. But after that first right hand, it was kind of difficult to hit him flush again.
Now here's the swarming we talk about.
Yeah.
Watch as most of those are bouncing off of his gloves.
Yeah, I wasn't taking my time. I wasn't setting my punches or placing my punches like I usually do. I used to take my time and just place my shot, but I was just swirling away and hitting nothing.
Let me ask you another thing. One of the things that upset me, because I consider you such a great boxer and such a great puncher, is that you began to showboat in an unnecessary fashion. That's not you.
Yeah, that wasn't me neither. I guess I just wasn't tuned for this fight. I trained very hard, but I can't say I was definitely focused on what I was doing. I was just doing something probably mostly in just reaction.
All right, Emmanuel Stewart, in a couple, the longtime trainer, teacher, professor, good friend. All right, you get ready, Leonard, to come back over here. I saw his legs go twice. I saw his legs just do a number. He didn't get hit. His legs just went wobbly on him. I mean, what's next for this guy? I mean, are we seeing the beginning of the end of Tommy?
Well, the legs really bothered me because I saw the same thing. And it seemed like he regained a little stability, but overall it was a little shaky. And, you know, at this point in time, I thought Olajide was a pretty good fight because he wasn't in that great a danger because Olajide is not a physical fighter, not a puncher. So I'll have to assess where he goes from here. I'd like to see him fight another fight soon, and then take another good look at him and see where he stands at leg-wise.
Okay, Emmanuel, I hope you look at him.
Maybe it was just a case of too long off, not in the best of shape or whatever, or maybe just Father Time is set in.
I think Father Time is catching up with you in a hurry, and thank you very much for coming in. Let me talk to Olajide, who had a wonderful